following story was written by Vanalak, a participant in the I Don't Mind Writing Workshop, a partnership with the Write On program from Mental Health Connecticut. The title of Vanalak's piece is My Life with PTSD. This class was recorded online in the fall of 2021, which may affect the audio quality. This story is raw, personal, and contains language that may not be suitable for younger listeners.
Hi, my name is Vanalak, and today I'd like to share what it's like to live with PTSD. I was diagnosed with PTSD at just 6 years old. Being so young, you would never think that anyone would have to experience the abusive behaviors that I endured, but the sad reality is that it happens. Because of my disorder, memories are scattered. Most of what I remember are the handful of good times where I'd go to the park with my stepmom and eat ice cream while feeding the ducks. Luckily, I don't remember a lot of what happened around that. What I do remember, though, are all the times that my stepdad beat me with a stick and forced me into our windowless garage. How I had to sit in this pitch black room, not able to cry because I would get into more trouble. I remember being forced to stay up at night, waiting for my abuser to come home from work so that we could have dinner as a family. I would be on the brink of collapsing from fatigue because I was up past any toddler's bedtime. I remember practically sleeping at the table while he was serving us pho. He grabbed me by my wrist and burned the top of my hand with the spoon he used to stir the soup. To this day, I still have a faint scar where he had left it. One story I don't remember, but was told by my mother, was that he threw me in the deep end of a pool. I was afraid of learning how to swim when I was a little bit older. I guess that explains why. It's interesting how the brain can react to trauma, and it's different for everyone. This disorder can look different in me than it does in anyone else who struggles with PTSD. The worst part is that so many people believe that it isn't real. They think it's something that's about the person and a weakness they choose to have, a weakness that we can't move on from. But it's far from that. It's literally a chemical imbalance in the brain. It's an invisible injury that you suffer from for the rest of your life. And it's something that I'm still learning how to cope with and understand. I deal with at least one of my symptoms daily, whether that's my hypervigilance, dissociation, anxiety, or depression. On a good day, I'm able to enjoy life. I clean, I write, I sing, I spend time with the people I love, but that can change in just an instant with just a trigger. On bad days, I can't get out of bed. I don't brush my hair, my teeth. I can't find enough energy to get myself food. I isolate myself. My depression is at an all-time high. On bad days, there's always a sense of threat. I excessively blame myself for small things like not having enough clothes because I haven't done the laundry yet, or seeing my boyfriend upset over a game he lost. In my mind, it's my fault because I brought him water. I distracted him. My episodes can be big or small, depending on what happened. Being in a room where someone else turns light off induces my heavier episodes. It's like a flashback. I'm suddenly that little 5-year-old girl again. It can feel like an anxiety attack. I hyperventilate, excessively cry, and shake. Sometimes my arms and my legs start to feel numb. Feeling like I've upset or disappointed someone, being so hypervigilant prompts the smaller episodes. I excessively blame myself for anything and everything. I worry that I'm no longer good enough, that I'm only as important as the dust on my nightstand. I start to overthink and avoid doing simple tasks that would potentially get me in trouble. I'm still in the mindset of my younger self. It's hard to grasp. I don't even fully understand it. It's frustrating because it's an invisible war in my head that I have to keep fighting daily. Having people tell me to get over it when I physically can't has always made things harder than they already are. The voice in my head likes to tell me that they're right. I am weak. I should just get over it. But the thing about PTSD is that it's not experiencing trauma and then easily moving on. It's experiencing trauma so bad that your brain physically gets altered. I'm still learning how it affects my everyday life and how to live with it because sadly, it's never going to go away. I'm still trying to figure out how to calm myself from an episode. Sometimes it's something as simple as breathing, but sometimes it's not good enough. So I turn to music, whether I'm making it or listening to it. Or I just have to sit down and watch 10 movies in one sitting. Either way, I'm narrowing down my remedies. My experience is a lot, but it doesn't mean that I'm broken. I have a story and I'm strong enough to share it without giving power to my abuser. I'm the woman I am today, not because of him, but because of how I overcame my situation. Thank you.